Hey yo, what's poppin'? It's your girl Melissa with Monae Media, where everyone has a story. And this evening, we have with us.
Hey, you already know it's your boy Dominique, aka DSTYLEZ. What's happening?
Hey yo, D Styles. I see your Washington plates.
Hey, yeah. I had to customize. Honestly, I wanted to find something for myself on my vehicles and just get myself a customized plate, and also one for my studio. Just something that just gives a little bit more myself.
That's absolutely awesome.
Hell yeah.
That looks hella dope. I need to get my own personal plates.
Hey, that would be dope. Monae Media. Hey,
Right?
they be hollering at you.
Right?
Like, yeah,
Hey, I don't need all that.
But when you're hearing random honks though, you don't know if it's friend or foe. Yeah.
So tell us about D Styles and your upbringing, and your childhood, where you're from.
Man, hey, so I'm originally from Tacoma, Washington. You know what I'm saying? I grew up until about middle school. Went to elementary at Edison and Mann Elementary. Then I slid over to Gray Middle School. But things started getting rough. And I'll be honest with y'all, I had to slide out and go to my great grandparents' house and go live with them for a little bit, because if you're from Tacoma and you know how the streets is and stuff like that and how things go, it was getting rough for me. So my parents thought that was the best option for me. Fast forward, I slid into high school. I moved out to about Olympia in Lacey, Washington, and that's where I went to high school out there.
That's deep. That's kind of like that's a big jump.
It's a big jump. I'm gonna be honest with you. It was a culture shock, because at the time, the way that it was set up out there and stuff like that, there wasn't a lot of black folks out there. You feel me? So when I went there, it was hard trying to find myself. And it was hard trying to find out who I was and like how I was gonna fit in. But I knew something else. But when you get, when you're like a fish that gets set in a new temperature of water, the whole thing changes. The way you act, the way you move, everything changes, because it's just by shock. But fast forward after high school and shit like that, I moved back to Tacoma. You know what I'm saying? It was calling me.
So after high school, you came back?
Yeah.
So after you graduated?
Yeah, after graduation and shit like that. Yeah, 2010. Shout out. I had to come back to Tacoma, man, because honestly, I still wasn't finding like where I wanted to be in my position. So that being said, I came back to Tacoma. I linked up with my pops. Hey, shout out AWOL, aka 2 Piece. We linked up again and stuff like that, and like I started finding my music, and I started finding my stride, where I wanted to move, my next movements in life and stuff, as far as like taking care of myself and responsibilities.
And you're an artist.
And I'm an artist.
You are an artist.
But you know what? Any artist I would know, starting off, you're a starving artist. Okay, and that's what's
you gotta be hungry in this world. Period.
You have to be, and that's the original drive.
Yeah.
And that's what kind of like that was one of my leading factors that was getting me to pushing, because it was something that I was feeling.
So what type of music do you do? Do you do different we'll sing?
I do different genres. And that that's where Dominique, aka DSTYLEZ, comes in. My main alias is DSTYLEZ, but Dominique, the unique part, like explain that, like what like where would that come from? More or less, that's like you don't know like what's coming at you, because I am an R&B artist. I love to sing, and that's always going to be me. But being around music and appreciation and all the influences that are around me, not only the older influences, but my fellow people that my brothers and friends that are with me too.
And R&B has changed from when you were growing up to now.
They're saying that R&B is dead.
I've heard it. I have heard it.
And and honestly, I'm here to tell everybody that's tuning in on the Monae Media interview today that that's not the truth. R&B is very well alive. I promise you that.
Man, I'm over here got goosebumps right now, because when I was younger, R&B was where it was at. That was all we listened to when I was growing up.
Yeah, you ain't lying. Nowadays, what they're saying is I got an old soul, because for some reason I can still find myself back prime time, 80s, 90s, when R&B was hitting, when the women were feeling what the brothers were saying. They thought, they were feeling the sensation. And, later on, whatever happened, they, whether the fulfillment didn't happen and stuff like that, and ladies started calling BS on the music, or whether R&B died, I don't know, but I'm here to let y'all know that it's real.
I love it. All right, so let me ask you a question. So, what inspires your creative mindset when it's time for you to start do you put music on paper or do you just go?
I'll be honest with you. Before I had a studio set up for my own, I would put it on paper. I'd hear music, and the inspiration comes from what made me feel good, even when I was feeling bad, and that's where I started linking it. I didn't want to self-loathe, even on my darkest day. I wanted to find a way when I'm feeling down, can music pick me back up? And that's when I realized how much it meant to me, because it did. It sparked some in me. And so when I need to articulate, not necessarily a song that's that's about good things that's going on in your life. It could be things that are bad. I'm not doing it in a depressing way that's gonna make you feel down. You're yeah, man, for sure. It's more or less I'm putting in an articulation to where you're gonna feel what I'm saying, but I'm gonna say it and I'm gonna give a positive message afterward and an upbringing,
Absolutely.
And if you don't know, go check out the Gotta Keep It Moving video shot by Cameron Couch by Dominique aka DSTYLEZ. That's on YouTube, all major platforms and shit like that. It's going down for that one for sure. And you can see what I'm talking about as far as incorporating things that are going on that could be trials and tribulations for you, but flipping it and finding positivity out of it, for real.
I'm just inspired by you just talking, and I'm just listening. I got kind of lost. I was looking for more.
And I gotta say, Monae, I gotta say, shout out to you for real though.
Thank you.
For having me on your, on your interview for real. And that's why I got something to say.
So look, I heard about your performance at the new Emerald Queen Casino, January 16th. So you did a live performance, huh?
Hi. Yeah. We did. Hey, so we.
Tell us about it. Inquiring minds want to know.
This is 2021.
Wow, COVID.
COVID is motherfucker. I promise you.
So stay safe. Wear your mask.
We did this is the first virtual show that I did on a big platform stage. So you can go ahead and check out Emerald Queen, and that's where they're streaming it from. They had it on the websites, Facebook, Instagram, and also their main website that you can go ahead and check into with their entertainment, and they'll give you links to the following videos. But they didn't let anybody inside that brand new I call it a cathedral. That might not be the proper terminology, but it was big as hell.
I haven't seen it.
And okay, so those that haven't seen, you got to tune into Emerald Queen website or look up New Edition Experience show on Facebook, or you can look it up on Google. Tap in, and it's going to give you the videos from the January 16th show.
So it's new. Say it again.
The New Edition Experience. That's the show that we did. The New Edition Experience. Yeah, where we performed all of R&B joints from New Edition, Bobby Brown, Belle Biv DeVoe, and Boyz II Men.
Wow. Ooh-wee.
Choreography, dances. So if you guys are interested in checking that out, it happened on January 16th, but still tune in because we did a live show, and the choreography was lit from all the videos that you've seen down to to the nitty gritty, for real. If it isn't love, why do I feel this way? Why does she stay on my mind? For sure.
Yeah. Go ahead. Can you grab that? It's not gonna stop. It's not gonna stop.
Real talk.
Yeah. Shout out to the camera guy, Marlon. Can you grab that? It's not gonna stop.
Oh.
You gotta just hit the end. So, what is DSTYLEZ working on now? And what is next for you?
So, I got a project coming up January. It was the 16th was the New Edition show. So after that, I started cultivating, getting my things together because I've been having pre-anticipation of dropping the album. But you know what? I decided to do a 7-song EP coming at you. It's called Indigo Icy, and it's dropping April 16th. And thus, some of them might be wondering why I got these.
It's not snowing here in Tacoma, Washington tonight, but they are looking really fresh on you.
I appreciate that. So the one thing why I'm rocking those right now, Monae, is anticipation for the album that's dropping April 16th, Indigo Icy.
Ooh,
That's the Sterling. That's the Sterling Silver, the 925s that's coming on you. Hey, and I got my boys on the side. Hey, shout out Katie the Prodigy, who's gonna be rocking on with me in a second. And Baby J the Love, you know what I'm saying? They sitting on the sidelines. They come to support me and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Those are my riders and shit. They came to show out. But yeah.
Yes, and yes. Man, it was. I had a really great time over here with you guys.
Yeah, actually, a lot of y'all don't know. Me and Monae, we got to link up before we got to shooting this. You know, get to talking to cultivate and getting to know what, you know, saying just what's going on. But, you know, having a good time and stuff like that.
This
Good
man
vibes.
is very talented. Very, very talented. Very gifted, you know, and
I'm going to say the same thing about her because she's out here chasing the talent and the gifts. So, I'm going to tell you right now, that's rocket in the fucking pocket if you don't know.
hey,
Let's go.
let's go. Let's run it up. Let's run it up.
I'll run with that one.
Baby J, baby. Hey, but, you know what I'm saying? Real talk though.
All right, so you got the album coming out.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, make sure you guys check out.
Indigo Icy. I keep saying January. I want to, because I keep going back to the show that was happening at Emerald Queen. Go check that out. Go check that out because that shit was legendary. Real talk. April 16th. Indigo Icy. Dropping
that's coming up.
It's
That's
coming up.
coming up real quick in a couple of weeks. Ooh, Icy.
They say that the winter's over and stuff like that. That's cool. But watch when the heat rises and I still keep it cool, baby.
Look, very, very talented.
Hey.
All right, so look. What are your social media outlets? How can your fans, your followers, everybody watching right now get to you?
All the real ones that have been rocking me since day one, before this all happened, you know how to get at me. Those that are just tapping in, Dominique, aka DSTYLEZ, Facebook, Instagram at official_DSTYLEZ, Snapchat, DSTYLEZ1101. Y'all tap in with your boy and shit like that. Twitter at Dominique, aka DSTYLEZ. Y'all tap in and shit like that. You guys are gonna see all like my shit that I'm streaming, everything I'm doing that's coming up. They say coronavirus is slowing everybody down, but you know what? I'm not the molasses type. I've never been, so I'm here to stir that motherfucker with a little bit of water and get it whisking up, and I'm here to give it to y'all.
Talk to him.
And that's all I'm trying to say. Monae came out here, so I'm gonna give it to her, and I'm gonna give it to y'all straight live, straight off the feed. This is my domain. Y'all are here in my crib at my home. This is how I get down. This is how I get out on the daily. There ain't no falsing. There ain't no pretenses. This is what it is. And that's why this team right here that's out here, my boy behind the camera and Monae, shout out to both y'all because honestly, they're coming to y'all. So, and if you guys got anything that you guys want to share with y'all got a story? What's up?
Sir.
Yes,
sir.
Tell them what's popping.
What's popping?
Real shit.
Hey, yo, so look. What about your shout-outs? You want to get some shout-outs?
Hey, you know, I'm going to give a couple shout-outs right now. The first one I want to give out is to shout out to Mark Wojak, a.k.a. Man the King. Def Gems. Feeling like a king when I step into the ring. I'm going to give it everything. He just came out with a new line of some Def Gem rocks and necklaces. He's an OG and pioneer that's out here in Tacoma that's been setting down. Criminal Nation. If you don't know, check your hip hop history. Criminal Nation. Def Gems. I gotta keep it pushing off to the next. Shout out Mark. Hey, so next up I want to give out to Josh Ruiz coming out with the Z drops. You already know. If you guys don't know what it is, tap in. Check out my vlogs on my Instagram and my Facebook. You'll see what it's good. Another shout out I want to give to is back just to Monae Media. I gotta give them theirs. They're tapping in with me and shit like that, checking the story.
Man, I appreciate you for blessing Monae Media with your talent and your gifts and sharing with the world your story and what you're doing, what you're rocking with, who you're rocking with, and what's popping.
And you know what I'm saying? And I'm rocking with y'all the whole way. And just one more before we switch y'all to Ignition and stuff like that. Shout out 4K Media, who's rocking all the videos, the hottest videos. And if you guys got any videos that you want to get recorded, you guys want to, you know what I'm saying, do something that's like popping and shit like that, I'm taking Monae. Look, she see the influence is real.
I'm gonna pull it up.
Look, hey, you know what I'm saying? That's that influence right there. Popping for real. Yes. You want something that's cracking or popping and shit like that? My boy 4K at 4K Media, they got a whole team and shit like that that's rocking, doing videos and shit like that. Tap in, go follow their websites and shit like that. You guys are gonna follow something later on. We'll get into that and shit.
So look, let's run it up. So right now, you guys are gonna get an exclusive performance live right now. So why don't you go ahead and introduce your boy and what y'all about to do?
You know what? I'm gonna have my boy step on and shit like that. I'm gonna stand up real quick, have my boy sit down and introduce himself real quick.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Hey,
Let's
so
rock it.
shout out to my guy DSTYLEZ, shout out to Monae Media. I go by the name of 4KD. And you know, we out here, we just released this song, myself, DSTYLEZ and Henry Davis, called Fall in Love. Right now it's doing about 25K plus on Spotify. It's been only 2 weeks. You feel me?
2
weeks.
Yes, sir.
Y'all see this?
It's been
They
going
working.
up. You know what I'm saying?
Working.
And we got a whole entire project coming. You feel me? So R&B is not dead. Like you said. You
Thank
know
you.
what I'm saying?
Hey, fam, kick that for real.
I'm so excited. I'm
know?
be the first one to just go, "Hey, can you buy the album these days?"
Yeah, right.
Hey, we might take it back to vinyl because
mean,
you know it has a
could.
certain sound and everything
Man,
like that.
oh
You know.
my goodness.
Yeah, real talk, homie.
You know. So.
Real
I still got a DVD player, you know, the little CD.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's what I'm talking
Come
about.
on.
But anyway, it don't matter. I'm gonna tap in.
Most up, man.
Wherever
So,
it's at.
real quick, you want to kick it on before we start the song?
Hey y'all, they about to give us a live performance. So shout out to DSTYLEZ and
4KD.
KD, and it's Monae Media. Enjoy.
We're going to slide right into it just like this.
Calling, telling me I'm where you wanna be. The last time that you said those words, ooh, I couldn't wait to come and see. As the thought keeps on racing through my mind, I could tell that you were stuck and didn't wanna speak. Trying to hold back those tears cause you hurt. Ooh, our pain's just emotionally. Yeah, after all of the years you've been fighting those fears, I can't let my baby cry, no. Right over on me, let me show you what's real. Let me show you what's in me. Tell you all the things I do. With him you gave him too many chances. Hope is romantic. What are you supposed to do? He gave me the chance to show you the one I adore. Don't gotta be afraid anymore. I'm the one that your heart says trust. This what happens when you fall in love. Every time I see my baby, watch her faceless, smiling every time she hears me on a playlist. Past relations had her heart up in a maze twist. I told her life would be better if she was my main chick. I make those dreams come true when you be waking up. I was a dog, but I swear that this ain't no puppy love. Sipping scotch with silver clouds when we be rolling up. She said that X marks the spot in the covers making love. Got to the waterfront anytime we wanna talk it out. Sit back and blow while we figure out what life's all about. Get you a real one on the side, won't waste your time again. Put you on into this, baby, I promise that we will win. All we gonna do is win. I'm the one that you run to anytime that nigga trips. So don't you let your emotions slip, cause girl, I'm the one. I know. Let me show you what's in me. Tell you all the things I do. With him you gave him so many chances. Hope is romantic. What are you supposed to do? He gave me the chance to show you the one I adore. You don't gotta be afraid anymore.
Hey, yo, shout out Henry Davis. Hey, baby, we love you, man. You out at work, but we still thinking about you, boy.
There's so much time to learn from looks of those tears he ain't teaching. As much as he says, just go ahead and let him keep preaching. Cause surely you know how true love feels. And I hope your heart is something that's sealed. Mind materializing, just trying to start recognizing. Asking the right questions, you know that he's lying. Let me show you what's in me. Tell you all the things I do. With him you gave him too many chances. Hope is romantic. What are you supposed to do? He gave me the chance to show you the one I adore. You ain't gotta be afraid anymore. I'm the one that your heart says trust. This what happens when you fall in love.